We now move back to Great Britain and to round 2 of the British National Rally Championships. It's the Skip Brown Rally. The events start in Chester, that is in north-western England, but the majority of stages to be in the Welsh forests of Clocainog and Penmanco. The Skip Brown Rally, a one-day affair, and unlike the opening round, the Mazda Rally, there are beautiful, ideal, dry conditions for round 2 of the championship. As away goes the man who won that opening round, the Mazda Rally that was, of course, held on the south coast near Bournemouth. Trevor Smith and Roger Jones with the two-wheel drive Ford Sierra Cosworth. Opening round the Mazda Rally, he took things easy early on and came through to win. No doubt hoping for the same thing in this event as number 2 comes through. Ian Robertson and John King. Ian, of course, is the reigning national champion. He retired from the opening round and has yet to score any championship points. In these early stages, he'll be in 5th place, but just under 50 seconds down on the leader as we watch Peter Doughty come through and Lynn Jenkins with the number 3 Ford Sierra Cosworth. And they'll have early difficulties and retire. Peter Doughty, another very experienced driver on the national rally scene, not having a great deal of luck in the Welsh forests. The next man through, David Galanders from Aberdeen, and Ken Rees are more used to driving the Group B Metro 6R4 that David used to own. He's a past national champion, obviously hoping to repeat that performance with the Ford, as we see number 5 come through, James Renwick, not to have a happy day, out of the top 10 and soon to retire. Another quick Ford Escort, number 6 is Colin Short. These venerable Group B cars still just about holding their own. Cameraman, not too much time lost. And he is the leader of the Skip Brown Rally after 6 special stages. Alongside him, as ever, Nicky Grist. So the beautiful countryside here, ideal conditions for rallying. It's dry, just that little bit slippery, as through comes leader Dave Metcalf to Nicky Grist. They have got a 10-second lead with the Astra GTE. Similar car, of course, driven by Malcolm Wilson in some of the World Rally Championship events. But it's a Vauxhall leading the way at the moment. In second place is not a Sierra, it's a Toyota Celica GT4, but it's a Group N car. That means almost standard showroom car of Jimmy Garvin and Campbell Roy. They are just 10 seconds down on the Astra of Dave Metcalf. Quite incredible. Is that really a Group N car? Many people didn't quite believe it, but Jimmy Garvin was firm that it certainly was. And after all, it had passed its scrutineering test. In third place, number 1, Trevor Smith and Roger Jones. They were to be just 6 seconds down on Jimmy Garvin and 16 seconds down on leader Dave Metcalf. So 3 different manufacturers in the top 3 places. General Motors with the Astra, then the Japanese Toyota, then the Ford Sierra Cosworth, and in 4th place and 2nd in Group N, another of those very quick Group N Toyota Celica GT4s, Graham Middleton and Paul Watkins. So the Toyotas, who've really failed in the World Rally Championship, the latest failure being the unusual little Darien. This car actually built in Wales for Dominic Frattaroli, and he's just 56 seconds down on the leader. So under 1 minute between 1st and 7th. This car is going incredibly well. It'll be up to 3rd. It's Richard Mawson and George Tyndall. Up to 3rd because the Astra GTE of early leader Dave Metcalf has crashed out. Both driver and co-driver are okay. But equal first now is Trevor Smith and Jimmy Garvin. We speak to them both at the service halt. How was the rally going?
Really well so far. We've had, in the early morning there, we had a good, sort of, the stages were very slippery, so we had a good run there and we were sort of lying first, and then after that Dave Metcalf overtook us, but now he went off the road in the last stage, so we're joint leaders with Trevor Smith at the moment, which is very, very good, you know, for a Group N car. So we're totally delighted. The 12 stages are suiting us.
No, not at all. It's I mean, the conditions are really suiting Group N cars, and certainly a front-wheel drive car is probably as good as the Cosworth.
Have you been embarrassed by the power of the Cosworth in slippery conditions this morning, or has it just been the wrong tyres?
Well, places have been slippery. I think basically it's the wrong tyres, because a lot of it is dry.
There's some talk about Group N and possibly Group N Plus at the moment. Do you know anything about that?
No, I haven't a clue.
That comment means that a lot of people are surprised at the speed of the Toyota, the Group N car of Jimmy Garvan. But seen here, leading the Skip Brown Rally. Garvan with their GT4, equal first with the Ford Sierra Cosworth of Trevor Smith. And trying very hard. Up into a marvellous third place is Richard Mawson and George Tyndall with their venerable Ford Escort. They are just over 1 minute down on the battling duo, the Sierra of Smith and the Toyota of Garvin. But a very good performance. The car, well, just about 8 years old. Then in fourth place, Ian Hughes and Brian Rainbow have come up with their little Mazda. The Mazda's, of course, so successful in the World Championship Series with Gregor de Nervius, who won the recent Group N category and in sixth place, Steve Hill and Brian Goff with another Ford Sierra. Through the Penmanco Forest with quite a few spectators around enjoying the day's action. Towards the end of the 16-stage event, Trevor Smith and Roger Jones piling on the pressure and slowly but surely eking out a lead over that very quick Group N Toyota. So Trevor Smith looking for his second consecutive victory. Jimmy Garvin in second place with his Toyota. He'll in fact drop some 45 seconds behind Trevor Smith by the time they reach the finish, but still a very good effort from the Group N car. Glyn Jones would have finished third in his Audi. He was making up for lost time early on. Unfortunately, when he got to the finish in third place, he was given an extra 1 minute penalty. The reason? He arrived too early at a time control. So up into third place and second in Group N would go Graham Middleton and Paul Watkins with their Toyota Celica GT4. Toyota's dominating then now the Group N class. So it was Sierra leading two Toyotas at the finish. And in fourth place, last year's national champion Ian Robertson, at least gaining some valuable championship points here in the forests of Wales. He would finish more than 2.5 minutes behind Trevor Smith. But finishing only 2 seconds behind the reigning national champion Robertson was this man, Clinton Smith and Stuart Dytham, with their Ford Sierra. And in sixth place, the little Darien of Dominique Frattaroli and Robert Dyson. Nice to see this unusual car in the top 6 finishers. Through the late afternoon sunshine, we see Steve Hill and Brian Goff 7th with their Ford Sierra. But the day had really belonged to Trevor Smith, his second consecutive victory in the National Championship, and we asked him just how easy it had been to win 2 in a row.
It's never easy. It certainly wasn't on the first one. It was a hell of a battle today, most enjoyable battle. And it certainly raised the pace of the competition up between the two of us. And unfortunately, he had a puncture and lost 25 seconds. So then he decided to coast to the finish, I think.
So Mr. Gavanin has finished second in the Group N Toyota then, has he?
Yes, he has indeed.
He has. When's the next round?
The next round is April the 21st.
And where's that?
That's the Granite City Rally.
Same again up there?
Never count your chickens before you get there. No, I just don't know. I mean, rallying's a funny game.
Well, thanks very much and good luck and well done.
Thank you very much indeed.
So join us again on next week's Motorsport News when we'll have a preview to the forthcoming Japanese Bike Grand Prix, the lineup for the new Formula 3000 Championship, and all that's best from the news of 2- and 4-wheel sport.